Who's gay? Who? Oh.
There we go. Hot his ass and motherfucking. Excuse me. Yeah, nub. Pick that bitch up with the nub and return it for 6. Hey, shake that little nub. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody can stop his ass. He's fast as fuck.
Bobby Wagner popped the shit out of him.
Coach thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. 2 1-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like he literally live hasn't threw the ball down deep. He just keep going underneath the feet. Drag. That's what he said, man.
What? 280! 6 months. You better bring it.
Are you really ready to do this?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Shaquille Griffin, pick 6. That's fine. Nigga really tried doing Philly special.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ball game. 35-17.
Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 85 yards.
85-yard touchdown.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Check it. Show it up. Hey. Begin.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Easy. Check it out, Reed. Slam. Take both of them.
On second down, it's Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Yeah, my controller gave this nigga a touchdown, man.
180!
Man, my controller be really giving niggas touchdowns.
Here I come again! Here I come again! Here I come again! Hey, Alpha! 55. Check 55. Mike. We don't want this.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go! Do it!
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Something's on my controller.
Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
JT, give me some money for some wipes and diapers.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Damn, I ain't got a dollar. I don't use it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jack 16. We got these two. Check. Lucky. Tight yard.
Now Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st down, Seattle.
Check 55. Get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 15, 1st down, Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14 moving. 40. Tight into the right, bro. Tight into the right. Move. Took right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, money, you broke me out of my habit. Just by a simple conversation.
What's your habit?
Of picking a play on defense before I see what the set is.
You gotta see what they in first.
Dude ain't scored yet.
See the difference when you sit back, relax, calm, cool.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a...
Thank you, battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Did not work out for you.
On first down, Carson is able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
If I just sit back and relax instead of just fucking going ape shit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I told you.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hell, that worked. Shit, I'd be happy as fuck. I gotta buy at least 2 a year. One goes through a wall, and one gets broke.
I'll try not to throw my controller too much.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Thanks, bro. I think my controller
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
wide every time.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Sound like me over there.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All I had to do was learn one thing, and it fixed my whole damn game plan.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
55, 55. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This man going mad money.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Switch. He's cracked.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
JT, you're so fucking right, bro. Oh, shit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Watch it. Alert. 80 weapons. Check.
They'll run with Pollard. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36. Double. Watch the twist. Middle. Shit.
On second down, Pollard. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
5 minutes and D-Money can't look ahead.
Crazy, ain't it?
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's counter, and he is met
and then out of nowhere,
in the
they just
backfield.
pop up.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
When I first started my company, and I was so bad, I just started at Coca-Cola, and I was like, fuck, I'm in this bitch breaking my back, and my phone keep going off. So
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
But my shit always die down at the same time every year. Always November. November to like January. Every year, every time.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Bruh, I had to tell
this
that
is
nigga
taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
You see how I am?
They have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play,
too. You want to come at me sideways?
Following the pickup is 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
I'm hood.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Oh, my hell, my bitch,
No, I know you for real. I know you through the game. You know what I'm saying?
Just a yard of the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
JT for some years.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You just gotta show me.
He's checking. Check 16.
Bro, fuck you.
Where y'all from, yo?
Alabama.
On 2nd down now. Pollard. And he caught it up.
Well, technically,
wow.
Actually,
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He came back, I shoot him again.
Switch!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I fucking hate this place.
I know, I don't think it's nothing all right.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Cool to hit though, right?
It's caught. Jones.
No, Alabama's winners
and
are
that'll
actually
wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
You think it's cold as a bitch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence where you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard.
I'm from Baltimore. I hate that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Lamar Jackson is still shit yet.
Is this motherfucker gonna put up points, or is he just gonna keep fucking around?
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson.
Playing the Steelers.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You might as well go on and take your 3.
Completed one pass. I would have fucking lost my mind.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Yeah, we go to the Madden share sheet and just start downloading playbooks and practice and let them.
I mean, this playbook's working fine. I just got to...
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
But it's like, you're going to have to re-sign them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mark Barron. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180. Mike 5-4. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 54.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Some people don't be trying to give away like the shit they be doing and what blitzes they got. I don't like niggas that act like that. It's like, why are you trying to be like that, man? Why you doing changes with the blueprint? Like, you supposed to help everybody get better. Cause you gotta think, it came a time when you got on Madden and you was getting your ass for it. So why you can't help everybody else win? Cause I remember I used to get on Madden, like, I started running leagues in 2016.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
I was getting my ass popped up. Check out. I got learning some shit. And like my game just developed, just learning off athletes.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's first and 10 at the 14.
Like they get on Madden review everything. Like, bitch, you know that shit.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I think it took me from the time you invited me till right before you invited me again.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
You got him at number 1?
Yeah. He worked fine in my number 1.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's what I got.
Running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I hope this shit burns the fuck out your ass.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Switzer on the return.
Overtime if I can't make this motherfucking tackle.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Looking at YouTube for fucking kit or like fucking delicious, like you're fucking good. You do not get on Madden 20 fucking doing that blitz.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Are you literally about to lag out of the fucking game, dude?
Wait for the close.
No, he's about to get excessive grieving.
He's doing that on purpose?
It's his second delay of
Play
game.
clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll make things a 1st and 20 now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Facts, Ruben.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I forgot what they got this going. He just like, yeah, he think he got a good team. Look what I got. I'm just like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, you only try to compete when you got a stacked ass team. Like, stop talking to me like you nice. And I told him about this. I said, yo, you only talk shit when you got a stacked team. Cause I told him in my leagues, all that trade and shit like that, you look like you got a fucking fantasy team. I said, that's why I want to give people 3 trades. And I've done approved shit like that. Like, hold on. Damn, I'm always trying my mouth. I will read you this nigga team is gonna be. Niggas will be like, what the fuck?
Trust me, you don't have to. I've seen enough of his.
It's just like, how? Like, who let you get shit like that? Like, nobody should be approving that. Like once I see certain shit on the team, like, alright, there's no fucking way he should be getting more superstars than one fucking team. Yeah, it's a veteran roster. No way he should be wearing that.
Right.
That's why I don't appreciate like that. He's mad because he's like, damn, man. He's like, what if listening to shit get approved? I'm just like, yo, we don't send bullshit. And then it's a trade committee. Like, we don't send no bullshit to send that. Y'all niggas send a trade now. Just like, who the fuck y'all think we are? Gabby? Like, this nigga Kevin be saying anything. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dumb play. You know we can't wait to bring spin. Ruben said it like, yeah. Like we be doing buddy trades and certain leagues.
I can't wait to see Kevin in this league.
That's why I like Ruben, because he keeps it real. Kevin don't keep it real. Like, Flan will tell you some shit is fucked up when he's doing it.
Kevin all about himself. Ain't shit gonna change with him. I mean, he's just...
That's why I ain't never doing none of his dad's.
His dad's the same way.
I think it's amazing how them things look. I be hearing some of the shit he be saying. He got Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa on the same thing. Ain't no fucking way. Okay. You know.
I'm with you. I'm right there with you, bro. Right fucking there with you. I know. He starts talking about that shit. I'm just like, bitch, shut up. Like, just shut the fuck up. You goddamn rapist. That's what I want to call him, bro. I want to be like, you goddamn rapist.
First and a second, like, what?
And got a 99 overall. He about to get kicked out of Madden's realist. No, for real. I'm not bullshitting. I already got a phone call about him earlier yesterday.
What did you do?
Fucking, it says mix up your plays, and this nigga passed one time the whole game. Commissioner was bitching, bro. I'm talking racing hell. That shit had me so dead. I wanted to cry laughing.
That's what he telling niggas, like, he knew when you go a whole game without that. Because it's like, I mean, I played the whole game, I ain't had that many yards, but I don't do the same passing play. I mean, the same running thing,
Right.
Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet.
Are you in my league?
Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
Who'd you take?
Oh my, we ride for my brothers.
so that's your league with, fucking Kevin Chargers? That's the team I'm talking about. That team is ridiculous. I do not like that.
But you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Yeah, wait till he sees a user that can actually play. The only reason he builds those type of teams is because his bitch ass can't play.
That's what happened. He said, I was like, only
how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my
Fuck them.
Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shout use of
I mean, I ain't got no problems with Kevin. I just know he on that bullshit. He a fucking titty bag.
on the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm
Petty.
Cars driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me put up in magic. We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to
Who?
you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
Heard about who? Ruben went, or Kevin went and got. That's petty. That's fucking petty, bro. He be doing that fucked up shit though, like real talk. Do what? Yeah, but that shit be pissing me off. Kevin done pissed me the fuck off though, as far as trades go. And then he get mad. You heard it last night, Money. When he was trying to trade to get Carl Lawson, he said, I'll give you Michael Gallup in a first. Bitch, you're on crack. I don't know what crack you're on, but you on crack. The fuck I need Michael Gallup for? I got DK Metcalf. Or, no, that's in ESPN. Don't come over here trying to fucking rape the Browns, or rape the Bengals some more. I need a Vikes. I need a Bucks. I need a Giants, and I need a Raiders. Probably the Rams. This would be the last league I run. I'll be a commissioner in some. I'll help out. But as far as me running them, nah, fuck that shit. I low-key, I know this sounds crazy, but I low-key really want to go snatch the fucking Falcons in ESPN. Dude just left.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh yeah with the hands.
I wonder if Trill would let me. Nah, I'm gonna stick with the Bengals.
They do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.
Yeah, we stick with the Bengals. Did you see my win last night, Money? Over the Texans. JT. Did you see that win last night over the Texans? I beat his ass 48-6 with the Cincinnati Bengals.
I remember when they always ignoring us. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Pick on the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard
Money.
dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
I was gonna ask you where I go to download these playbooks, but I just figured it out.
Going big, going big. Everybody go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating on
I'm gonna
the shit,
search.
acting like they know me.
You said your online ID is the
Big like a lineman.
if I go to what?
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can dine in. Up right away,
I can
couldn't even get a bite.
I can barely hear you, bro. Yeah.
When you search the name,
Mm-hmm.
put in Predators D.
Predators?
Predators, yeah. Predators D.
When you making bands, can make fans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistband. And on it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them.
Is there a
Put my hands
space?
together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins,
Is there any
they was
caps?
hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucy. Boston. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm time to bring the bass bird.